Irrecoverable debts question. So we've got an irrecoverable debts question here. This is the balance in the sales ledger. And here, there's ceased trading. So you're now, you're not going to have the owing the amount that's outstanding. So you're not going to get anything back in there. Create the journal that's going to go in the journal. This is a 6-mark question. Probably should take you about 3 minutes. So we'll come back in 3 minutes. Okay, so that's time. So let's now go into this question here. How would you do it? Okay, so we've got the amount here. So this is the sales ledger account here. So the first thing that you do is you create the sales ledger account that will be here. So these are the figures that we've got in so far in terms of our debits and our credits in here, and that's the balance that we would have at this point if they hadn't been gone into liquidation. But because they have, we're not going to get any amounts owing, so the carried down is now going to be 0. So what is going to be the journal that's going to come in there? Well, we have to have a credit 1752 of irrecoverable debt essentially in there. So that's not, we're not going to have that there. So we're going to have a reduction or credit to the sales ledger control account, because this is the sales ledger figure. It's got to always reconcile to the sales ledger control account. So we're going to go credit 1752. In the sales ledger control account in here. Now I've just put the figures into the debits and credits one so that you just know where they are. So that's our first part there. Credit, sales ledger control account here. Note as well that sometimes trade receivables control account, sometimes sales ledger control account, sometimes debtors account, whatever it would be. Same thing. Now what we then got is this one says that we've got VAT within it in here. And so the net, so what you do then at this point here is create the net and the VAT independent of this 1752. So I've gone here and created the net as 1752 divided by 1.2, so divided by 120% to get to the net, and then I've multiplied that by 20% to create the VAT, and then I've added them both together and checked that they equal the 1752. Yeah, so that's how I created the net and the VAT figures, and then checked my work so that I would never make a silly mistake in there. So the VAT you're going to get back from HMRC, so that's going to be an increase in so I can bring money into us, so that's going to be a debit. So we're going to get that back in there, but then the amount that's left over, the 1460, is the amount that we can't get back from anywhere. That's going to be a reduction in the money available for our shareholders, so a reduction in the share capital, reduction in the money out item is a debit, 1460. So that's the answer to this question. Create the T account and then set the carry down to 0 and what has to come into that. Well, don't try and just sort of do this as a little equation or a little sort of maths sort of thing there. That's not accountancy, that's maths. Set your T account out, put the carry down as equal to 0, and then work out what the figure is that has to go in there to create that amount. That's the answer to this question.